This is a very important opening for me. I think it's an important opening for Youngstown. It says rebirth. Youngstown's alive. It's well. Let's come back downtown.
BusinessJournalDaily.com. 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Save, borrow, and invest with Farmers. Take heart knowing you're helping create a strong community. Mind your money at Farmers. Talk directly to local decision makers about your loans, investments, and insurance. Farmers, fiercely local, fiercely loyal.
We have been behind the scenes working on this for quite some time. This was actually a restaurant that we wanted to do after we had opened up Bistro, and then the downtown was so alive back in 2018. And then sadly we had COVID, so we kind of put it on ice. And we just felt that on May 28th, when sadly the explosion happened, that Bistro that day kind of died along with that explosion. And you know, it was a great 6 years, some trials and tribulations, but we felt like Youngstown needs a phoenix rising from the ashes. We want to open up Casa di Canzonetta, which means House of Canzonetta. So it's everything I grew up with in my life, everything I've done in my career, and we just want to bring my version of Italy back downtown. Now, you guys all know I was associated with another Italian restaurant. This is going to be more family-oriented, more family style, more old school Italian versus modern Italian. I can't just open up in the old Bistro space and leave it as Bistro. Thank you to our partnership with John Miles over at Steelite International. There's going to be a lot of new plateware, silverware, glassware. We're going to have a lot of aesthetics, as you can see by some of the imagery over there. We want to bring that Italian feel. I'm a huge fan of Italian culture. I love Ferrari is my motorsport that I love. I love Formula One racing. So we have some vintage Ferraris here. There's going to be a lot of vintage imagery. There's going to be a lot of pictures of my family growing up around the dinner table, whether it be the Ciceros, the Canzonettas, the Rosanos, all of us around the dinner table eating. There's going to be hundreds of pictures throughout the dining room. It's going to have a different feel. Monday, September 30th, it's going to be a reservation only at first because I've tended to open up restaurants too strong, too fast, and I want everybody in the kitchen in the front of the house to have the solid sea legs under them before we open this up, and I want the service to be like it would be day 52 versus day 1. I want people to come in and have good service out of the gate. There's a lot of history here. There's going to be a lot of history in the food I've done. In my past with Pesto's, my first restaurant was mostly Italian. Tomato sauce and salsa runs through my blood. I got Oaxaca on one arm and Casa di Canzonetta on the other arm. So there's a lot of red stuff in my veins. You know, one of the biggest things with that September tentative 30th date is I want the optics of downtown to be a lot better. I want people, when they come back downtown, to say, oh, there's no detour signs. There's no construction barriers. There's no bulldozers in the middle of the road. I want the optics to be like the Youngstown of 2018. And hopefully, they'll have the demolition pretty much curtailed and the debris taken away. Federal's open now. Hopefully, Commerce will be open by then. Market's going to be open. So I think we're going to be in a lot better shape in about 45 days. And if it has to go to the middle of October, it goes to the middle of October. This is a very important opening for me. I think it's an important opening for Youngstown. It says rebirth. Youngstown's alive. It's well. Let's come back downtown.
BusinessJournalDaily.com. 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Save, borrow, and invest with Farmers. Take heart knowing you're helping create a strong community. Mind your money at Farmers. Talk directly to local decision makers about your loans, investments, and insurance. Farmers, fiercely local, fiercely loyal.